Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and greetings to all over the world, wherever you may be watching us from. Welcome to Svoboda Park in Prague, Czech Republic, for game number 10 of the 2018 WBSC Intercontinental Cup. This game will feature Team Japan, whom you can see lining up for the pregame ceremony, and Team Argentina. We'll be watching or witnessing a pitching matchup between Matsuda for Team Japan and Montero for Argentina. Team Japan won both their games so far at the tournament, defeating Denmark by the Mercy rule in 7 innings and beating the Czech Republic last night by a score of 8-5. After the Czechs exploded early on, scoring 5 runs in the first inning. But unfortunately for the Czechs, that was it for them. They eventually, in total, stranded about 12 or 13 runners, which ended up costing them their game. But I think we said enough about that during last night's broadcast. So Team Japan still unbeaten at the tournament, and Argentina, they have 2 wins and a loss. They crushed the Czech Republic in their opening game by a score of 10-0 after 4 innings. They lost in the bottom of 7th yesterday to the United States of America on a 2-run walk-off home run by John Lynch. So the final score was 5-4. And they defeated New Zealand yesterday by a score of 5-3 in a great ball game that was started by Roman Godoy pitching, and then Miglia Vaca came in. But I'll tell you more about this after the national anthems. So we've heard the national anthems. First it was the Japanese one, and then the one for Argentina. Now the players will shake hands and exchange presents as a sign of sportsmanship and goodwill before the game. And Team Argentina will be taking the field first. We'll be introducing to you their starting defensive lineup in a little bit. It will also appear on the screen, I believe. First of all, a quick look at the umpiring crew. John Hand in home plate, Thomas Lorner at first, Jens Jakobsen at second, and Damien McCauley at third. And now the defensive lineup for Argentina: Montero to Motroni, Allheiser playing first, Malarchuk playing second, Zara playing third, Eder playing shortstop, Teo Migliavaca in left field, Alan Pecker in center field, and Santiago Carril will be playing in right field. The designated player will be number 4, Wemul Mata. So several changes in the lineup. Zara started most of the games as the designated player. He'll be playing third, and Mata, who started at third for most of the games, will be the designated player. We can definitely expect to see Gonzalo Masmu at some point. Matias Miniguti, I think, will be the go-to pinch runner if necessary. And in their bullpen, Team Argentina have Pablo Migliavaca and Roman Godoy to turn to if need be. And I'm sure Wemul Mata would probably throw an inning or two if necessary. For Team Japan, the first 3 batters in their lineup are Yusuke Morita, who's the designated player, Taro Semura, who will be playing second, and Ryoyo Une. Team Japan have an incredible depth to their bullpen. According to their official roster, they have 6 pitchers with them. We saw 3 of those last night. It was Matsuda, the starter, then he got chased out of the game by the Czechs. He was replaced by Kyakuno, and then Matsuda came back, and then it was Yuya Yamaguchi to come in for the save. This is Maxie Montero warming up before the start of the game. His pitching stats at the tournament. So Maximiliano Montero, according to the official stats, he's got an ERA of 7.88. And the first batter to face him will be Yusuke Morita, who's batting 2 for 6 for the tournament. The first pitch to him, and they start with the off-speed inside, missed by a little bit. You can definitely expect Montero and his catcher Motroni to mix in a couple of off-speed pitches, trying to keep the Japanese batters off balance a bit. Team Japan, as a team, they're batting 432. Now the 1-0, and they go outside. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 pitch coming up next from Maxie Montero. A low drop ball, laying off of it was Yusuke Morita, number 19, the left-handed batter. He hit a double and a home run. Solo shot it was, as he only has 1 run batted in. Struck out twice at the tournament. Now the 3-0 to him, and that's in there for a called strike 1. So hitters count now. 3-1 on Morita. A very low batting stance. And he hits one in the gap for a base hit. Good job working the count to 3-0, then 3-1. And then he sends one into the gap for a base hit. Next up, number 26, Taro Semura. So another look at that. Good piece of hitting. Now the first pitch to the second batter, and that's a rise ball upstairs. The call is no swing on the bunt attempt. We can definitely expect the Team Japan to bunt the runner over now. What I'm expecting is that there'll be at least some short game by both teams. Both teams can execute. Argentina have good slap hitters. Now the bunt picked up by the first baseman and the throw to Malarchuk in time. First baseman Federico Olheiser, that's his first start at the tournament. Good bunt. He picked it up, turn around, and they get the out at first. So Team Japan now have their leadoff runner in scoring position thanks to the sac bunt by Semura. Next up, Ryoyu Une. Une batting 0 for 2 in the tournament. He walked twice. So an on-base percentage of 50%. 1-0 the count on him now. Tsukasa Oishi is warming up in the on-deck circle. And the 1-0. That's hit foul. So 1-1 the count. Sign from Matroni, 2-2-1-2-4-1. That's too complicated for me to crack, and obviously they're making it complicated as they now have a runner on at second. You can easily see the signs himself, so they definitely don't want him to relay what's coming up to the batter. So now the 1-2 pitch to Une with one down and the runner on at second in scoring position. And Montero with the pitch. And the backdoor pick off, and in time. What a play by Motroni. So they eliminate the guy from second. Nice throw by Motroni. Malarchuk took off early, so I guess you can put that one down to the first base coach not paying enough attention, because obviously that's his job to watch the second baseman if he takes off early for the pick off. And now the 2-2, and that's hit the other way, and that will remain foul. The third baseman Wanzara almost got some leather on that one, but it falls in. Let's have another look at that. That goes the other way, and he almost got it. So another 2-2 pitch coming up next. That one misses outside. Good pitch with this count, definitely. 3-2 now. So the payoff pitch to Une, swung on and missed. Good rise ball, getting him to chase that one out of the zone. So the runners, the Team Japan put a runner on early, move him to second, but then he's picked off. So 3 outs, no runs scored, and we'll be going to the bottom part of the first inning after this. And after a couple of highlights from the first part of the first inning, we're going to have a look at the starting defensive lineup for Team Japan. It's Matsuda to Oishi, Nishi. Okay, we'll be back with more after this. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So now a quick look around the horn for Team Japan. Matsuda to Oishi, Nishida first, Samura second, Masaki third, Une playing short, Ikeda in left field, Kuroiwa in center, and Masumizu in right field. The designated player, we've already seen him bat. That was Yusuke Morita, who got the leadoff single to right field, but he was then picked off by the great throw from Bruno Maroni. In the bottom of first, for Team Argentina, we'll see Telmi Liavaca, Juan Zara, and Bruno Maroni. So let's see what kind of start the game Matsuda has. He was hit quite a lot by the Czechs in the first part of the first inning last night, but then he came back into the game and he looked a lot better. So now the first pitch to Miliavaca. And that's in there for strike one. Good speed by Matsuda, who's a good batter himself, but now his job will be to focus on pitching. Now the 0-1 to Teo Miliavaca. One and one. Now the 1-1. And off speed. Upstairs. 2-1. Teo Miliavaca batting 2 for 9 with 2 runs batted in. And they get a piece of the outside corner again for a called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miliavaca steps back into the batter's box. So the 2-2. And that's hit up in the air towards left field. And there's no room for play as the ball ends up foul. So the count's still 2-2. They went outside with that one, as you can see. You got a good piece of it and hit it foul towards where there usually are batting cages, but that might be part of the reconstruction going on. And that off-speed pitch is hit back at the pitcher, who picks it up and gets the out on at first base. Next up, Juan Zara. Zara batting 7 for 10. 3 doubles. 1 home run, 2 runs batted in, a slugging of 1.3. And he's not even the leading batter for Argentina. Santiago Carril is going 5 for 7 with a home run and 5 runs batted in. So Zara ready to see the first pitch from Matsuda. And that's ball too high, according to the home plate umpire, John Hand. Now the 1-0. And that's in there, but off speed, low and in. Again, Team Japan, their pitching will be throwing quite a lot of changeups. They opened at least 4 or 5 at-bats with a changeup last night. I mean, a changeup or some other kind of an off-speed pitch, that's something that any pitcher should have, regardless of how fast he can throw. It's really needs something to mix it up a bit. Now 1-2 on Zara. And the catcher standing up, and he sits outside. Now a bit of dust flying around, be fine. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Zara. And that's hit up in the air into right field. Under it comes player number 22, Daito Masumizu, to make the catch. 2 down. Next up, Bruno Maroni. He's batting 5 for 9 with a double and a home run and 5 runs batted in. A high pitch sent up in the air by Zara. Maroni batted 3 for 16 for the Hill United Chiefs, and now he fouls the first one away. On 1 on Maroni. And he sends one to the second baseman, a 1-hopper, and a 4-3 out at first. So after 1 complete inning, we're still scoreless here between Japan and Argentina. We'll be bringing you more live action after this.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Welcome back to Svoboda Park, ladies and gentlemen. That is Teo Miliavaca, the left fielder, warming up. That was the base hit by Morita, and he's excited about leading off his team. Now the bunt, well executed, good fielding too by Olheiser. And now watch this, the throw, the tag, and he's out. Great play by Maroni. Now that's a fly ball by Zara, caught by Masumizu. And Maxie Montero will be ready to start pitching to number 12, Tsukasa Oishi. We've got Ikeda on deck and Masaki in the hole. So the first pitch to Oishi, the catcher in this game. Good nibble there on the outside corner. Again, off speed, sort of going away from the batter. 0-1. Another good pitch inside this time, 0-2, so Montero gets ahead in the count early on Oishi. Now the 0-2 hit the other way, foul on the roof of the dugout. Tsukasa Oishi batting 2 for 6 with 3 runs batted in. I think he was the designated player last night. Yes, he was. So 0-2 on Tsukasa Oishi. Hit on the ground to third. Zara bobbles it a little bit, but he still gets the out. Next up, number 21, Hiroto Ikeda. Batting 4 for 6 at the tournament. Low pitch, grounder, throw to Olheiser. 1 down. Left-handed batter Hiroto Ikeda batting now. Again, a bit off speed, not really a change up. Upstairs. Now the 1-0. Good drop ball swung on and missed by Ikeda. It's Masaki in the on-deck circle, warming up for his at-bat. Now the 1-1 to Ikeda. They go outside. That game between Japan and the Czech Republic last night had great atmosphere here at Svoboda Park. The opening pitch was thrown by the Chancellor of the Japanese Embassy here in Prague, and Team Japan had a couple of fans here as well. That one down in the dirt. 3-1. Some of the hats worn by the Japanese fans were real interesting. There were a couple of shouting matchups between Czech fans and the Japanese fans, all in good spirits though. It definitely must have been fun for anybody who came here or watched our broadcast on Playo.tv. So 3-2 the count now on Ikeda. So the payoff by Montero, and that one's driven deep, and that is gone. A solo shot by Ikeda. It seems that Montero left one hanging over the plate. And there's Ikeda getting the run after his solo shot into right center field. So that puts Team Japan on board. And that one was gone. So Ikeda with a home run opens the score. It's home run number 2 for player number 21. Now batting Masaki. Up and away. Now the 1-0. It's right there. Call it strike 1. So 1-1 on Kaito Masaki. And that's hit to right field. And Santiago Carril makes the catch. So that's 2 down now. Batting now, number 23, Sei Kuroiwa, playing center field. He played center field last night as well. He wrote Václav Svoboda for home run. Good off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. 0-1. Now, the 0-1 delivery. Down in the dirt. Shows bun. Good reaction by the players in the corners. And now the 1-1. Pitch inside, hit away, foul. So now the 1-2 pitch. With 2 down. Down in the dirt. 2-2 now. So 2-2 the count now with 2 down. So the 2-2 pitch from Montero. Swung on and missed. A good rise ball to retire the last batter of the inning. Quick look at the pitch again. Good job. Swung on and missed. So Team Japan bring nothing across on no hits, no runners left on base. And we'll be going to the bottom part of the second inning after this. Welcome to Svoboda Park. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody is cleaning the lens on one of our cameras. This is the bottom part of the second inning. Team Japan scored a run on a solo shot by Ikeda. Batting now will be Santiago Carril with Mata and Malarchuk coming up next. That's the solo shot by Ikeda. He made it look easy on that one. He worked the count to 3-2. Waited for his pitch and sent it out of the park. Strike 1. Time called. Oh and 1 on Carril, who hit a grand slam off of Jonas Schmach in the game on Tuesday against the Czech Republic, and a bunt, and Karel is safe. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. You've got your best hitter who can definitely hit for power. He has a triple and a home run, and he still bunts for a single because you need more than one run. That's how modern fastball should be played. You can't always expect everybody to drive the ball out of the park. And that one's hit well, but it's caught in front of the wall by Ikeda. Nice shot by Wemul Mata. Wemul Mata batting 1 for 4. Nice shot. Good read on the ball by Ikeda. Next up, Juan Malarchuk, batting 1 for 8. He got an RBI with his lone hit. He was in that game yesterday against the Black Sox. Yeah, check about the swing. No swing, the call. And good off-speed pitch, and Malarchuk made contact with it. One ball and one strike with one down, and Santiago Carril is the runner on at first. Now the 1-1 pitch. A rise ball from Matsuda. 2-1 the count. Two balls and one strike. Good pitch outside. Missed by a little bit. That was a very good pitch. I'm not saying it was in the zone, but that's where you want to put it. You want to throw it to make the hitter think it's a strike and to get them to swing on it. So 3-1 hitters count now for Malarchuk. He was hitless in his first 7 at-bats at the tournament. Got a hit in this at-bat number 8. And a hit and run situation. So they move the runner to second. Good job by Malarchuk getting the ball on the ground. And next up we'll see Alan Becker, who's batting 1 for 7. Second baseman number 26, Samura. A look at second. He knew there was no play for him there. So he got the out on at first. And now Becker with Santiago Carril, the key maker, the runner on at second. Good rise ball to open the count, 1-0. One ball and no strikes. The left-handed batter, Alan Becker, good slap hitter. A very fast runner. Now the 1-0 to him from Matsuda. It's right in there for a strike. Now the catcher is telling his center fielder to move to the left, as they definitely expect Becker to go for contact The outfielder playing it pretty shallow too. Now the pitch to Pecker and hit into the gap, but they will have to hold the runner now. The ball gets away from the left fielder. So great job by Alan Pecker getting the ball in play. That's what you need from your batters. I mean, every batter on your lineup should be able to do something like this, even against the world's top pitchers. Just wait it and run the other way. And then as the ball got away from Ikeda, Team Argentina managed to score their first run of the game. So now it's tied 1-all. 2 down. Stepping into the batter's box is number 11, Fede Eder. Federico Eder batting 2 for 7. He walked once and struck out 3 times. As a team, Argentina are batting 380. And Matsuda with the first pitch. Great changeup. Great changeup to open the count. A changeup is a pitcher's best friend, other than a 135 rice bowl that any pitcher would like to have. 0-1 now. And he gets it on the ground to Matsuda, who picks it up. Good fielding by number 20, Hikaru Atsuda. So Argentina get 1 run across on 2 hits, 1 error. They leave 1 stranded Pecker on at second, and the game is tied after 2 full innings. 1-1. We'll be back with more after the break.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
Welcome back to Prague, Czech Republic, ladies and gentlemen, for the top part of the 3rd inning. This is Game 10 of 2018 WBSC Intercontinental Cup. This is the inaugural year for this event. We'll see where it will be held in 2 years, in 2020. The game tied at 1 after an error in the outfield in the bottom of 2nd by Team Japan. Batting now is Candace Nishida. First pitch to him, a drop ball swung on and missed. Nishida batting 1 for 4 with a run batted in. There he is. Focus to see the next pitch. Another low pitch hit foul. And there's Maxie Montero. Ready with the 0-2 delivery. And that's hit to fielder. Sharp liner, but he makes the catch for out number 1. Nice play there by Fede, who's become a stable part of the starting lineup for Argentina. Good job. You can see the look on Montero's face. He wasn't happy with getting hit like that, especially with the count 0-2. I guess he wanted the rise ball to rise a bit more. Good job by Ader. Batting now Masumizu, the right fielder. The count 0-1 on him. Great off-speed pitch. He got a left away. Both the catchers are calling the game, using all the pitches in the pitcher's repertoire. You never know what comes next. Now 0-2. And you can see Montero getting ready for the throw to third. Should the home plate umpire, John Hand, call it strike 3, but that pitch was a tad high for his liking. So 1-2 the count on Masumizu. They go outside with that one. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. And a great off-speed pitch swung on and missed by Masumizu. Out number 2. And we'll be going back to the top of the lineup with the designated player Yusuke Morita, who singled his first time up and then was picked off at second. That was great play by the catcher and the second baseman for Team Argentina. And now the pitch hit the other way, and that will be well out of the reach for Miliavaca, who's struggling to get hold of the ball. So that will be a triple for Morita. So a 2-out triple, or double and error if you will. That was a tough play for Miliavaca. He slid into the fence and the ball got away from him. So the go-ahead run now 18 meters and 29 centimeters away from home plate. There's Teo Miliavaca. And again, Morita excited, same way he was about his single his first time up. Good job by Montero now. The first pitch to Samura, a rise ball swung on and missed. Now the 0-1. Another rise ball swung on and missed. They wonder what they'll do next. If they go even higher with the rise ball, ahead in the count here, or maybe change up down in the dirt. That's up to Motroni to decide. And a drop ball outside. 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Down in the dirt, and it hit Samura, the second baseman. So runners are now in the corners for the number 3 batter for Team Japan, Yoyu Une, the shortstop. So they could definitely cause some trouble now. Maybe a bit of a running game, or obviously if they get it in the outfield, they score at least 1. And way upstairs was that rise ball. Now the 1-0. Hit the other way, foul. There's Teo Miliavaca from Paraná, Argentina. As most of these players are probably, because that's where most fastball is happening in that South American country. Now the manager coming in to talk to his team, explaining what he wants his team to do now. So 1-1. The batter is Une. And Montero ready with the pitch. Good pitch on the outside corner. 1-2 now. Now he shakes one off. And the 1-2. A rise ball. It seems that their sign for the rise ball is 1. One ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 down in the dirt, but Maroni managed to keep the ball in front of him. Yeah, some dirt got into his eyes, but he should be fine and ready to catch the next one. 2-2 the count now, and the sign from the coach, Tomoaki Okamoto. Two and two the count. Two out. And now Montero is getting a different ball. Two balls and 2 strikes. And he got a piece of that. Good off-speed drop ball, change-up down in the dirt. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 out now in the top of 3rd. Runners in the corners. Game tied at 1. And here's Montero with the pitch, and that's going to be a called strike 3. Good pitch outside by Montero. So Team Japan get nothing across on 1 hit and no errors. They leave 2 on base. And we'll be seeing Alheiser Miliavaca. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That's Masumizu, number 22, the right fielder. We'll be seeing the number 9 and 1 and 2 batters for Team Argentina. So Federico Olheiser will be ready for his first at-bat of the tournament, to be followed by Milia Vaca and Zara. In the pitching circle, it still is Hikaru Matsuda, who batted pretty well in Whitehorse, going 7 for 23 with 11 runs batted in. Really is an all-around fastball player. You gotta love that if there's someone who can pitch real well and hit, the likes of Andrew Kirkpatrick and others. That one hit away. 0-1. Now Matsuda applying a bit of dirt on the ball to get a better grip on it. So now the 0-1 to Olheiser. And that's it, foul again. And Fede Olheiser also made an appearance at the ISC World Tournament with the Ostrander Norsemen. That one missed downstairs. He played in 4 games. He got 11 at-bats, 3 hits, 3 home runs, 6 runs batted in. So this guy apparently only hits home runs. That was the case in Kitchener 2 weeks ago with the Norsemen. He hit 1 against the JB Bombers and 2 against Bell Carthage. Now he sends a grounder to short, picked up, and the throw for out number 1. Next up, Teo Miliavaca, who gave an interview to local media here, talking about yesterday's morning game against the U.S. Essentially saying that didn't work out well, but that those things happen, and then they need to focus on the next game, which they did, and then they defeated the reigning world champions. Now the first pitch to him, off speed in the zone. He also talked about how his team is enjoying the stay in Prague. They got a chance to see Old Town and the Prague Castle. I would recommend those things to anybody coming here. Obviously, those are always on the top of the list of things to see here. He also said that he liked the venues here. He was born and he lives in Paraná, where softball has had a long tradition, and it means a lot over there apparently. Naturally, football being the sport number 1, the number 1 sport in Argentina, bordering on religion. Now 1-1 on Miliavaca. Low drop ball. He first played fastball when he was 7. His friends asked him to come and play, so he did. The field wasn't too far from where he lived, so he started playing regularly, and only then he found out that his family has a tradition of ball players. His dad used to play, and then actually he got back to softball after his son started playing, because after Teo started, then Pablo joined in. Teo said that ever since the first practice he fell in love with fastball, and he's never really tried anything else. Now the 2-2 to him. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Matsuda. Next up, Juan Zara. So Juan Zara, number 6 in the batter's box. Zara hit a fly ball. His first time up. Up and away. Ball number 1. Now the 1-0 down in the dirt. 2-0. The 2-0 now to Juan Zara. And that's a liner into the 5-6 hole for a base hit with 2 down. And that will bring up Bruno Maroni. Zara played with the Kitchener-Holman Cubs, going 3 for 17. Next up, Maroni. Two down. Pitch from Matsuda. A rise ball laying off of it was Maroni. Maroni was 5 for 9 before the game with a double and a home run. And he pulls an outside pitch down the left field line. Foul. 1-1. There's Hikaru Matsuda. Pitcher sitting outside. Slider missed the plate. So now 2-1. Missed outside again. So the 3-1 hitter's count on Maroni. The pitch swung on and missed. Zara taking off. And he's caught stealing. He collided with the fielder a little bit. He looks a bit shaken up. He'll be fine. So Argentina put a runner on, but he's left stranded. Aggressive softball there by Team Argentina. So after 3 full innings, the game is tied at 1. We'll be back with more after this.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That guy in the Red Sox hoodie, that's Jaroslav Branik. You might be familiar with his face from one of our jingles. He's the pitcher in that one, sporting number 23. He was part of the national team last year in Whitehorse, then He took a year off international softball, but apparently he'll be coming back trying to make the team for next year's Worlds. That's Maxie Montero, who has thrown 52 pitches so far. The batter is number 12, Tsukasa Oishi, with Ikeda and Masaki coming up next. Oishi 0 for 1 today. Down in the dirt. One and 0. The pitch from Montero, up and away, 2 and 0. Two balls, no strikes. Tsukasa Oishi batting now. High pitch hit foul, 2 and 1. Oishi was 2 for 6 coming into this game with 3 runs batted in. He went 4 for 13 in White Horse. That one missed downstairs, 2 and 2. He hit a home run at the World Championship. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. He calls time as some dirt got into his eye. And the catch, the umpire called time for the batter stepping out of the batter's box. What kind of silly call is that? Now he struck out. I mean, he had dirt in his eyes. You don't want him to bat, and it's not like we're in a rush. I get all these rules, trying to make the rule faster, but shouldn't go against the spirit of the game. I heard that one of the Czech softball umpires called somebody strike out after he stepped out of the box with 2 strikes on him. But I get it, if you're an umpire, you gotta follow the rules. So the first pitch to number 21, Hiroto Ikeda, a ball. It was Ikeda who hit the solo shot in the second inning for the first run for Team Japan. Now he hit himself on the foot. One ball and 1 strike. Yeah, that could have been quite painful. So 1 and 1 now on Ikeda. Good changeup. 1 and 2. So yeah, Ikeda scored the first run of the game, and then the second run of the game was scored after his error, and that hit by Pekka got away from it, which allowed them to score. Now a fly ball into shallow left field, and he's going for second, and he's got a slide and save. Look at the wheels on this guy. He knew that the hit was quite slow, and that the outfielder has to come in to get it, so he just went for second. Next up, Kaito Masaki. So now they're gonna substitute the pitcher. So that's it for Montero. Good slide by Ikeda. So down goes Montero, and in comes Roman Godoy, I guess, number 4. So that is actually Wemul Mata. That is right, he is the designated player. So no substitution needed now for Argentina, and that will be the first pitching appearance for Wemul Mata Carvajal. You can see him preparing the area around the rubber. And he's going to start with the drop ball. Oh, good speed on that guy. Wemul Ezekiel Mata Carvajal. So the game is tied at 1 in the top of the 4th inning, with 1 down. So Mata's played a couple of games playing third. Started as the designated player today. That probably gave him time to warm up in the bullpen in between his at-bats. Wemul Mata, he pitched for the Kitchener-Holman Cubs in Kitchener 2 weeks ago at the ISCs, picking up 3 wins, losing 2, and ERA of 1.19. Started in 5 games, pitched 29 and a third, striking out 33 and giving up 18 hits. Batting now will be number 3, Kaito Masaki, with 1 out. And that's hit foul. Good heat on that pitch by Mata. Oh and 1 on Masaki. Good off-speed pitch for strike number 2. Kaito Masaki going 0 and 1 in this game. He was batting 2 for 3 before the game, so now his batting average is 0.500. And a rice ball, swing and a miss. Good job by Mata, but he's not out of the woods yet, as into the batter's box will step Sei Kuroiwa, who was batting 2 for 3 before this game. And he struck out in his first time up. Now Mata with the pitch, a high rise ball. So the 1-1. And off speed into the zone. So it seems Mata has got a good drop ball, good rise ball, and a changeup. We haven't seen a slider yet, but I bet he can throw one. That one's in there for strike 2. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 out. There's a runner on at second. And that hit Montero after he was fouled off. The batter is number 23, Sei Kuroiwa. Sign from Montero and Mata with the pitch. High rise ball. A very strong pitcher, Momo Mata. And this is his second time in Prague at least. He was there in Radotin for the 2015 Super Cup. And another off-speed pitch. Laying off of it was Kuroiwa. So the count now full. 1, 3, 4. A lot of signs from Montero, and that's hit towards Teo Miljavaka, who will make the catch to extinguish the threat here. So Team Japan bring nothing across on the double. On one hit, no errors, they leave one on base. So before the bottom part of the fourth inning, this game is tied at 1. We'll be back with more after this break. Welcome back to Svoboda Park, ladies and gentlemen. There's been a pitching change for Team Japan. Coming in relief of Hikaru Matsuda is Mizuki Terabaru, number 18, another right-handed pitcher. And that will be the fly ball to Miljavaka. He makes the catch. Now a drop ball coming next from the new pitcher, Mizuki Terabaru. Now a rise ball. So another good-looking pitcher. I mean, the pitches look good. Not commenting on his appearance for Team Japan. One of the 6 that they brought to this tournament. Drop ball, rise ball. I'm sure he can throw a changeup. And first batter to face him now will be Bruno Maroni. He did not finish his at-bat last inning, and he starts with a bit of an off-speed drop ball or change. So using all of their pitchers in this game, all of their pitches. So 0-1. Rise ball upstairs, 1-1 now. And that will fall into shallow right field for a base hit by Montero. This is Terabaru's first appearance at the tournament. So a single for Bruno Maroni. That makes it 1 for 2 for him in this game. Good job. Just got it on the grass for a single. Next up, Santiago Carril. He bunted for a hit his first time up. So the first pitch to Santiago Carril. And he waits a bit, as the first pitch was again a changeup. He got a tiny piece of it, hit it foul. So 0-1 the count on Santiago Carril, the cleanup batter for Team Argentina. And the pitch, that's hit foul. Now 0-2 on Carril. And the pitch. And that's hit into the gap. And Montero will move up to second. And next step we'll see Wemul Mata. So he's pitching and batting now. You gotta love that. Because the fact that he's a pitcher doesn't mean that he couldn't hit. I mean, if he's good enough to be on the lineup, then put him there. That's how it's usually played in North America. Let's see Andrew Kirkpatrick batting number 4 for the Gremlins. Obviously, then there are some pitchers who don't hit, so then you use the designated player. It's as simple as that. So Mata batting now, facing Terabaru, who's allowed 2 hits already, and Mata was going to bunt the 2 runners to second and third for Ladislao Malarchuk, who's in the on-deck circle. There's Montero cheering him up. Now 0-1 to Wemul Mata Carvajal. Now the 0-1 pitch to him. Misses outside. And no surprise that Mata has been kept in the lineup. He went 8 for 17 at the ISCs with 2 triples. Now the pitch to him, a bunt. Hit up in the air, but out of the reach of the catcher. So the count 1-2. He had 8 runs batted in, only struck out twice. And that was not 2 triples. He was a double and 2 home runs. So now the count on him is 1-2, and he's ready to see the next pitch from Terabaru. And here it comes. They go upstairs, and he lays off of that one. Two and 2 now on Wemul Mata. And there's Terabaru with the pitch. And he waits and sends it into right center field. And Montero not gonna be tagging, and the throw went to second. So 1 down. The runners couldn't move. So Wemul Mata did not execute the bunt. He tried it twice. Now batting Vladislava Malarchuk. Who was batting .294 at the ISCs. And ready to face Terabaru. Now the first pitch. And a change-up again. It missed downstairs. So similar to yesterday's night game, Team Japan are very often opening the at-bats with an off-speed pitch. Now the 1-0. And another change-up down in the dirt. Two and 0. So good count for Juan Vladislao Malarchuk. And now the 2-0 pitch. And that one was a bit faster inside as Malarchuk leans back and uses his bat as support to make sure he doesn't fall down. Now 3-0 the count with 1 down and 2 runners on here in the bottom part of the 4th inning. And the pitch. And that's a walk to load the bases for Alain Pecker, who's 1 for 1 today. So Terabaru got into a bit of a jam early on in his relief appearance. Gave up 2 singles, then the fly out by Mata, and now a walk as Alain Pecker is ready for his at-bat. Fede Eder is warming up in the on-deck circle, and first pitch to Pecker. And that's upstairs. Good read on the pitch. And time is called as Vladislao Malarchuk is doing some groundwork here on the base path, and we are ready to start again. Now the 1-0 to Pecker. Outfield playing towards the left, at least the center fielder. They go inside on that one, not a bad pitch. 2-0. And that's a good count for Alain Javier Pecker. Who played for the Kitchener-Holman Cubs, and they get a piece of the outside corner here. 2-1. He batted 2 for 17. Played outfield. 5 games for the Holman Cubs, who I believe were eliminated by the Holman Twins. Now the 2-1 to Pecker, and a changeup in the zone. 2-2. These Japanese pitchers are not afraid to throw changeups for strikes because they generally have good speed on their pitches. Now time is called. And something got in the eye of Santiago Carril, who is the runner on at second. Talking to Jens Jakobsen, the Danish umpire. Apparently he is okay, so we're ready to resume play here as the count is 2-2 on Alain Pecker with 1 down. And the pitch swung on and missed. Good heat on that rise ball. So Pecker goes down swinging, and that will bring up Fede Eder, the shortstop. And there's Ami Baran, the executive secretary, of the international or the European Softball Federation. I think one of the guys sitting next to him, that would have been Spotormo Guillermo from Argentina, who is now helping develop softball in Lithuania. And there will be a pinch hitting appearance. That is Francisco Lombardo, who will come to pinch hit for Fede Eder with the bases loaded and 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning of this game that is tied between Japan and Argentina. 1-all. And the first pitch to Lombardo. Here's Terabaru. And the pitch. And the towering fly ball going deep, deep. Is it going to be enough? Not. Caught at the wall. And again, that changeup to open the count, and I guess Lombardo was expecting it, and he almost drove it out of the park. So an interesting bottom of the 4th inning. After 4 complete, we're still scoreless here. We'll be back with more after the intermission.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
Welcome back to Svoboda Park in Bohnice, Prague, Czech Republic. We're in the top part of the 5th inning. The game still tied at 1. That's Santiago Carril, the right fielder. And he does look a lot like his brother Facundo, who I met 2 years ago when he was playing here. As I've heard, Facundo is taking care of their business. But Santiago's gonna have to go home to help him out. And that was about 1.5 meters shy of clearing the fence. Well hit by Lombardo in his pinch hitting appearance. That will be it for him in this game as Fede Eder re-enters the game. Pitching is number 4, Wemul Mata, who came in relief of Montero, who started the game. Batting now number 13, Candace Nishida, first baseman. One and 0. Good drop ball. They're going to check with the third base ump. He did not go, is the call. So 2-0 on Nishida. Who's batting 0 for 1 in this game, and they go upstairs with the rise. 3-0. And that's a walk given up by Mata. Next up, number 22, Daigo Masumizu, sorry. Didn't mean to butcher anybody's names here. And if I have, please accept my apologies. And they're going to try and bunt him over. And playing third now is Gonzalo Masmu now, instead of Juan Zara. When did he come in? Actually, Massimo came in for Montero. So Zara is the designated player now. Mata's in the lineup. Bunt. Pulls it back. That missed up and away. According to the home plate umpire, John Hand. 2-0. A rise ball. 3-0. 4 balls in a row for Mata. And the bunt shown. The pitch got a piece of the zone. And I'd expect the game plan to be the same for Japan. Just get the runner to second for Morita, one way or the other. And that's a swing. He couldn't get the bunt. The head coach Tomoaki Okamoto is laughing, so the Japanese player who cannot bunt. Well, he can bunt, it just didn't work out for him this down. The count full on him. He hits it on the ground and through Feder Eder, and going for third is the runner, and the call is he's out. But it seemed that first the coach wanted to hold number 13, but actually all in all they got the result they wanted, because they now have a runner on at second with 1 down. There's the ball as they got through, and I guess he should have been held up. The call is he's out. Call made by Damien McCauley from Australia. Batting now will be Yusuke Morita, with the go-ahead runner on it. Second. Morita 2 for 2 today. Single and a triple. Very low batting stance. Good pitch by Mata. Strike 1. Oh and 1 on the designated player, Yusuke Morita. And that's a good changeup. Strike called on the swing. And the 0-2 pitch, a rise ball. Up and away. One ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. And that's called a strike on the swing again by the home plate ump. It would be nice to have the replay of that to see whether the bat went through the zone. So 2 down now. Batting next will be Taro Semura. Now the first pitch to him from Mata. Against the sign getting more complicated with the runner on second, and another changeup. Now the changeup to open the count, and now they call time as Matroni goes into the dugout. So yeah, a lot of changeups in this game on both sides. whoever is behind the Facebook profile of Tempo Prague wrote something along those lines, that there should be more change-ups by the pitchers for Czech softball, because all the other teams do that, and it's a powerful weapon. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Especially if you've got a lot of speed. You go with the heat, then you slow things down again, and the batters never know what's coming. Unless they've got you all figured out and they can pick what's coming up next. Now the 0-2. Swung on and missed. So no runs scored in the top part of the 5th inning. Will be going to the bottom of 5th in a few moments. And we're back online. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going to the bottom of the 5th inning of this exciting ball game that is still tied 1-1 between Team Japan and Argentina. Leading off for Argentina will be Federico Olheiser, number 8. And Miljavaca and Zara coming next. That one missed up and away. Pitching for Japan is still number 18, Mizuki Terabaru, who eventually got out of the jam in the previous inning. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground, foul. One ball and one strike. One and one. And the pitch. And he waits and drives it to the center fielder. Nice liner. Good read on the changeup. He waited and then smashed the ball exactly to where Kuroiwa was standing. That's him, number 23. So batting now, Miljavaca. And the first pitch to him, again a changeup. I'm probably going to have to change that a bit. A high fly ball to Kuroiwa, but you can see that the Argentinian batters are probably going into the batter's box, waiting or expecting the first pitch to be a changeup. There's Miljavaca. He waited, but then he got under the ball. And Kuroiwa made the catch. So Juan Zara batting now. And they do change things a little. So they start with a fast pitch inside. 0-1 the count. And that one's upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. That missed up and away. Zara, the batter, batting 1 for 2 today. He was caught stealing, and he hit a fly ball. Now the 2-1. Good heat on that pitch. Outside. The catcher Oishi held the ball where he caught it, or rather where he framed it to for a while. Now the 3-1 and a change-up. A lot of change-ups. Should probably start counting them, because that could be an interesting piece of information. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's hit the other way towards the right fielder Daigo Masumizu. So all 3 batters hit the ball, but it always was caught by the fielder. So after 5 complete, we're still tied at 1. We'll be back with more after this.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
And we're back online for the top part of the 6th inning. It's still Wemul Mata pitching for Argentina. Slated to bat in this part of the game are Une, Oishi, and Ikeda. So we're tied with runs. The same goes for hits. 5 hits on each side. 1 error by Team Japan. That was Ikeda in left field. That error scored the run. So batting first Une, who struck out twice today. 0-2. And the first pitch with sound effects misses low and outside. 1-0. Now the 1-0 from Mata, and that's in there for called strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch from Mata. Great pitch, swung on and missed. 1-2 the count. And a rise ball. A bit of a late swing. Sends it the other way, foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ryoyu Une, the shortstop. Hit on the ground towards Malarchuk, and he flips it to thirds with his glove. Good play by the second baseman for the Argentinian side. Next up, number 12, Tsukasa Oishi. So having a look at that play. Gets the ball on the ground, and Malarchuk flips it to Olheiser. Now grounder down the left field line. Foul. Zuki Terabaru has thrown 30 pitches since he entered the game, and Mada has thrown 32, swing and a miss. Now 0-2 the count. High rise ball. Again with the sound effect. Wemble Mata throwing pretty hard. One ball and 2 strikes. And here's Mata with the pitch. And they go up and away. And Wemble Mada, born 15th of January 1995, so he's 23, so still a very young player. And a great off-speed pitch gets a nibble of the zone for a called strike 3. So Oishi goes down looking, and that will bring up number 21, Hiroto Ikeda. He's already got a homer in this game. Mada was here with the junior Alpina team Enjoy in 2015 for the Super Cup in Radotin. The Italian side had him and Porolicchio pitching for them. That team around Diego Drigani. Good changeup by Mada. They also picked up Marcelo Malatesta from Argentina. So they put together an interesting team. Now the 1-0 swung on and missed. But even with such 2 great pitchers on their roster, they finished on the number 9 spot in the ESF bracket. That's something like ISC 2, because they just didn't have the hitting. Wemble Mata was 20 at that time. So 3 more years of international experience. Now the grounder to Eder and the throw for out number 3. So Mata, so 3 batters retired, all of them. So Team Japan score no runs and no hits and no left on base, and we'll be going to the bottom part of the 6th inning after a short break. And we're back at Svoboda Park. And there's been a pitching change for Team Japan. Pitching now will be Takuro Kawano, number 15. Lefty. Kawano has thrown 1 inning at this tournament, allowing 1 hit, walking 2 and striking out 1. He's 3 batters currently. And facing him first will be number 28, Bruno Maroni. Maroni ready to see the first pitch. Batting 1 for 2 today. High rise ball was the first pitch from the second reliever Team Japan used in this game. As I said, they have 6 pitchers with them. And now a pop-up fly that will fall into shallow left field for the base hit by Maroni, and this is the second time this has happened today. But that's very important for Team Argentina that they managed to get their leadoff batter on base. So batting now will be Santiago Carril, and Miniguti will pinch run for Maroni. He'll have time to put on his gear before the next inning. Maroni 2 for 3, and he hit into a ground ball, or a ground out. Batting now, Santiago Carril, who's 2 for 2. He scored that 1 run after he got on with a bunt. That one called strike, going away. Santiago smiling at the home plate umpire. And the coach is going to talk to the umpire as well about the pitch. Maybe we can have a look at the replay of the last situation to see where that pitch was. Seemed a little bit too low, but called strike nonetheless. Now the sign from the third base coach. That is the new pitcher, number 15, and they're gonna bunt, and it seemed like a bunt and run kind of situation as Miniguti took off. So they really trusted Carril that he can get the ball on the ground or at least foul, which he did. So now 2 strikes. So Kawano ahead early in the count. And they go in with another strike, fouled away by Santiago Carril. And 2. One down. Miniguti the runner on at first. Very high rise ball. Good pitch for this count. One ball and 2 strikes on Santiago Carril. And he waits for the change-up, and the towering fly ball will be caught on the wall as Miniguti will stay on it first as he left the bag and then came back, and then there was no time for him to run. Now batting Wemul Mata. Waits for it and sends it up in the air, and that was about 1.5 meters short of a home run. That would have probably one-hopped into the wall. So Wemel Mata batting now, the pitcher. That one is way outside, but that's exactly where the catcher wanted it. One and one. And the runner's going, and Mata gets the ball on the ground, so they move the runner. So another example of a hit and run situation. I do enjoy the way that the head coach for Argentina is calling the game. They bunt, they steal, hit and run. And yeah, the fielders were well aware that the runner was going, so they knew there was no play for them on at second. So the pitcher, or the umpire coming there to break up the party in the pitching circle. And we'll be ready to play again. So this game tied at 1 with 2 down, and the batter Ladislao Malarchuk, and they've got good wheels on at second in Matias Miniguti, number 7. So the first pitch from the Japanese southpaw Kawano. One and 0. And the 1-0 pitch to Malarchuk. A rise ball. 2-0. Now 2-0 on Juan Ladislao Malarchuk, and the pitch. Rise ball again, and the backdoor pick off. But Miniguti was safe. And you can see that the second baseman was there waiting. So we've seen attempts at a pick off on both sides. A successful one in the first inning by Motroni. The runner was Morita, and now Miniguti did not allow Team Japan to catch him napping. Now the 3-0 misses upstairs. Next up, number 59, Alan Becker, with 2 down and 2 runners on. And they will bring in a pinch hitter. That's Mariano Montero, number 17. According to the official stats here, Mariano Montero pitched 3 innings and got a win. And I gotta admit, I've seen all the games so far. I don't remember him pitching. But maybe some of you, our viewers, know when he pitched, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. So the first pitch to Mariano Montero misses upstairs. 1-0. And this is a clutch moment for Argentina here in the bottom of 6th, as the game is still tied at 1. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and sends a towering fly ball into right field. Easy job for the right fielder. So Team Argentina leave 2 runners on base, as we'll be going to the top of the 7th inning of this game that is tied at 1, Argentina and Japan. We'll be back with more after the intermission.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bruno Maroni, who had a base hit to lead off the bottom of 6th. But Team Argentina did not manage to get any runners in. The pitcher is still Wemel. This is Santiago Carril. And the 3 batters slated to bat for Team Japan are Kaito Masaki, Sei Kuroiwa, and Candace Nishida. So naturally re-entry. Maroni comes back to catch, and Becker comes back to play center field. So that's it for Miniguri and Mariano Montero. And that's in there for called strike 1 on Masaki, who's 0 for 2 today. He struck out twice. Is it on the ground towards Masmu? Foul. 0-2 now on Masaki. And here's Mata with the 0-2 pitch. Off speed down in the dirt. 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. And another changeup down in the dirt. 2-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes. Grounder to Eder. Picks it up. And the throw wasn't very good. Allheiser scooped it up first, but it fell out of his glove. So Team Japan get a runner on. Here's the grounder. Eder with the throw. He picked it up again, but not in time according to Thomas Lornert. I believe he's the first base umpire. Yes, he is. So you can definitely expect them to try and bunt the runner over, as they do. Good bunt picked up by Masmu. The throw to first. Good execution on that bunt. He got the rise ball on the ground. Most batters would have bunted this up in the air. And this is a clutch moment for Team Japan. 1 down, they have a runner on second. He looks around at where the outfielders are standing. That was Kuroiwa with the bunt, and Candace Nishida batting now, 0-1. He walked once today. First pitch to him. Changeup swung on and missed. So 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. It's a nibble of the zone, called strike 2. So Wemul Mada is ahead in the count early on. And Mada with the 0-2. And that's hit the other way. And they will wave him around, and he comes in, he slides, and he's safe. So the go-ahead run scores. That was number 3, Masaki. Kaito Masaki. And the RBI will be credited to Kanta Nishida. So he sent it the other way. And the third base coach waved the runner in. And the throw was not in time. Clutch hitting right there by Kanta Nishida. This is Daniela Viktorinova. She's the director of marketing at Czech softball. Looks busy. Now, 1 down. The runner on second. That's hit foul. A runner on first, sorry. That is Kanta Nishida. Single to left field, driving in the run. The count on him was already 0-2. Good changeup by Mada. Argentina still have the bottom of the inning. Number 22, Masumizu. And he swings at the drop ball, change-up drop ball down in the dirt. So he goes down swinging. Next up, number 19, Yusuke Morita. So it's possible they might try and steal now. I'm pretty sure Nishida is a fast enough runner with 2 down. Or maybe they'll just try and get 2 hits in a row to score another run. Swing and a miss. Owned 1. That's called strike on the outside corner. Oh and 2. They go way outside with that one. One ball and 2 strikes. Down in the dirt, laying off of it was Morita. So 2-2 the count now with 2 down in the top of the 7th inning. Hit on the ground to Eder, and that will get through in between his legs, and they will hold the runner now on at third. A fielding error will put more pressure on Team Argentina. Runners in the corners. The batter will be number 26, Taro Semura. That's Teo Miliavaca. So down on the ground, and that it gets away from Eder. Now the coach is on the field to talk to his team. Because obviously Argentina cannot afford to allow another run. They need to shut down Team Japan now, and then going to the bottom of the inning, create some traffic and hope for a couple of big hits. There's number 19, Morita, who will be the runner on first. Runners in the corners now. And the pitch for Mata, called swing by the ump, 0-1. Good off-speed pitch on the outside corner. One and one on Semura with runners in the corners, and the pitch from Mata, and another changeup in the zone. One ball and 2 strikes. That one upstairs. And that one's in there for called strike 3. So Team Japan get a run across on 1 hit, 2 errors, and they leave 2 stranded on base. So they're up by 1 run before the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be back to bring you that part of the game live. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the bottom part of the 7th inning. Coming in to close the game for Team Japan, Yuya Yamaguchi. He's had some international experience. He was in Whitehorse last year. He spent the season in New Zealand with the Roosters. He closed the game last night against the Czech Republic. Even though he did hit Yuya Nishida with the pitch. Nishida was hit 3 times in that game. First, it was the reliever who hit him in between his scapulas, in the middle of his back. Then Matsuda, I believe, hit him in the helmet, and then I think this guy hit him around the wrist area. So a lot of bruises on Yuya Nishida, who did play a really good game, I have to say. Last night he got on 4 times. He had a hit, other than these 3 hit instances where he was hit by pitch, and in 1 inning he ran really well for Czech Republic. took second on the long fly ball by Svoboda, then took third on the pass ball, but still the Czechs did not bring him home. Batting now, Fede Eder. That's called strike one. Either 0 for 1 today. Time called. Now the 0-1. That's hit away by Federico Eder. Oh and 2. Time called again. So the 0-2 delivery and a good change up. Good job by number 11 fouling it off. And foul away again. So the count 0-2 on Federico Eder. Now the 0-2. Missed low and away. One ball and 2 strikes. And a great change-up by Yuya. Dropped by the catcher, but the throw to first in time for out number 1. So that's Fede Eder, who lives in Paraná, Entre Rios. I bet his wife, Lou, is watching him with their child as well and cheering him on. Batting next will be Fede Olheiser. And Yuya with the pitch. This is low and inside. Olheiser 0 for 2 today. There's Yamaguchi with the pitch. Hit on the ground to second, picked up, and the throw, and 2 down. And batting next will be Guillermo Patat, number 2, coming in to pinch hit for Teo Miliavaca. Looking to the stands. And there's Olheiser. Some bad on the ball, but it was an easy grounder for Semura. So Team Japan are 1 out away from preserving losing less or lost less streak. They won the first 2 games they played at this tournament, and they are scheduled to face the New Zealand Black Sox after this one and at 4:30. So Guillermo Patat in the batter's box now. And the first pitch from Yuya. That misses upstairs. And that's first appearance for Patat at this tournament. And a change-up hit on the ground, too short. To throw to first, and Team Japan win this one by the narrowest of margins by 1 run. This final score is 2-1. This definitely has been an interesting game to watch. Team Japan came out victorious. They used their bullpen really well, as they had Matsuda, the starter. He pitched 3 innings, allowing 3 hits and 1 run. It was earned. He struck out 1, faced 11 batters. Terabaru, 2 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 walk and 1 K. Then Kawano with 1 inning, 1 hit and 1 walk. And then Yuya Yamaguchi will be credited with the save, 1 inning of work, 1 strikeout. Japanese runs scored by Ikeda and Masaki. One of them was a home run. That's Ikeda in the 2nd inning, solo shot. And then in the top part of inning number 7, they scored a game-winning run. For Team Argentina, 1 RBI for Becker. Total of 6 hits for each side, 2 errors by Argentina and 1 error by Japan. We're looking at the replays. A couple of hits. Miyawaka picks the ball. Great running on this play. Now this one to Miyawaka. So as you're watching the highlights from this game, I will say goodbye to you from the commentator's booth. We'll be back with the next broadcast in about 30 minutes. Team Japan will take on the reigning world champions, the Golden Homes Black Sox from New Zealand. So thanks for watching, and see you in 30 minutes. Bye-bye.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.